This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
In the times of the Marshal, a new Masechta emerged, Masechta Purim, and the Marshal assered it, Becherem, because it was a Masechta of ridiculous principles and arguments and answers. It was Purim Torah. And the Glatstein Rebbe says, even though the Marshal assered it, nevertheless for many generations, there was a minhag in Klal Yisrael to appoint a Purim Rav. And the Purim Rav would say, Purim Torahs. And he would darshan barabim, devarim, beduyim, jokes, and in fact the Chassam Sofer, Masechta Chulin, brings what he heard from the Hafla, Mikayach Simchas Purim. The Hafla once said there's a sugya in Chulin, if you shecht with a lahat, hamislahatas, if you have a blazing hot knife, the question is, does first the shechita come and then the knife burn the simanim, or does first the knife burn the simanim so it renders the animal treifa, and only then the shechita happens? And the Gemara brings a certain perush of Reb Zera, and the Hafla on Purim said, how did Reb Zera know what comes first, the shechita or the burning of the knife? And says the Hafla, and the Chassam Sofer heard this, that Reb Zera knew because the knife that Rabbi used to shecht Reb Zera must have been a blazing hot knife, and Reb Zera felt what came first, the shechita or the burning. And the Chassam Sofer says, even though the Hafla only said it Mikayach Simchas Purim, meaning he didn't say it seriously, but if his Rebbe said it, then we paskin that way. And the Glatstein Rebbe and the Shefach Chaim, in page Kuf Tzadi Beis, Kuf Tzadi Gimel, bring what the Glatstein Rebbe said in Shal Shudas in 1975, Tafshin Lamed Hey, that there is a basis for this minhag, and that is Chazal wanted to show the shoyresh, the root of the decree of why was it that Klal Yisrael sinned egregiously, that they were neneh from the Suda of Achashverosh. Why was it that Klal Yisrael sinned egregiously, that they bowed down to the Tselem and the Tam and Nebuchadnezzar? How could they bow down to Avodah Zarah? How could they drink yayin and stam yenam, which is possibly Asr Min HaTorah, and eat nevelos and trevos at Sudas Achashverosh? It must be just like in the time of Moshe Rabbeinu, where there was Dasim Aviram. They said Far Krumta, crooked svaros. They came up with backward ideas. They came up with perverted ideas that were not clear and were not founded on Torah principles, and therefore basically the source of the sins of the Jewish people, where you had so-called Rabbanim who were saying Purim Torahs to legalize and to rationalize and to be maraheter and to come up with loopholes that were not founded in genuine, normative, authentic halacha. And basically we appoint this Purim Rav to remind us what happens when Klal Yisrael do not apply themselves to learning Torah Lishma, learning Torah properly. Look what kind of convoluted type of ideas could emerge. So yes, it's in good share and it's within the spirit of the day, but there's a deeper message here, and that is when Klal Yisrael are not amel v'yagea b'Torah, it brings grave danger for the Jewish people. So enjoy your Purim Rav, and I want to take this opportunity to invite everyone to our shul, the corner of Oakland and Peninsula in Cedarhurst, where we have this year an actual, bona fide, legitimate, full-fledged, certified Purim Rav who's going to say Purim Torahs, and the Purim Rav gives Musar to the people and gives Musar to the Rav. And please join us for Megillas Esther, Leil Purim, which will be at 7:53, 50 minutes after Shkia, according to Moshe Feinstein, Bracha. And please hope to see everybody on Purim. Haba Aleinu L'Toiva, Afreilach Purim.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.